What's good, party people? This is According to Woods, and I have the honor and privilege of talking to a grappling sensation that's sweeping the nation. He is a uncaped crusader, but a crusader nonetheless. He's the one, the only, the Red Bat. Red Bat, what's going on?
Thank you, sir. The honor is mine, actually. Thank you for having me on your show. Just here,
Uh,
battling this cold weather. I know it's not cold for East Coast people, but for if you live on the West Coast, this is cold for us.
it is. That's literally the reason why I'm full on uh, in this gimmick here, because it
Yeah,
is cold. I mean,
same
I
here. I
am
got a
not.
sweater and my jacket.
Yeah, see, there you go. I'm
Yeah,
not a fan of extremes, unless it's in my wrestling. Shout out EC Dub. Uh,
yes, sir.
but but yeah, it's kind of wild because this. I know there are other places that are colder than Southern California, but for Southern California, where I've spent a lot of my life, this is pretty fucking cold.
It's very cold. Yes, for us, it's like sharp. I don't know. You feel it in the bones a little bit.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird because I had the conversation with my wife. I was like, "Wait, you mean to tell me?" And I say this every year because it seems like I don't know if it's climate change or whatever. I'm not qualified, to speak on it. But
Right.
with that all being said, I'm all like, it just seems like it gets colder every year. It just
Yeah,
seems like
yeah,
it.
yeah. I can see that. It was colder this year than last year, and slightly colder than the previous years.
So if that's that here, my goodness, think about Omaha, Nebraska. Think about I don't know Anchorage, Alaska. Like those places theoretically are getting colder too, and it's just like
Yeah.
why? Why do people live there? Like if
Yeah.
if you're throwing out the ace of base, like I saw the sign, well, the sign is telling you people aren't supposed to be here. How
Well,
many people, how many of your elderly are you gonna sacrifice to hypothermia and what have you? Like, this is a
yeah,
sign.
that's
You're not
true.
supposed to live here.
Yeah, yeah. But I got a lot of friends who like the cold. I'm one of the few guys that like the heat. I'm like a lizard. I gotta have the sun, and then. But I got some friends that they prefer to be cold. It could be freezing outside. They turn the AC on in the car, and I'm shaking like a wet chihuahua.
That's
Know.
well, one thing that you said, Chihuahua, you are the red bat, but Mick Mac, who is one of our friends from the uh, After 83 Weeks podcast with Eric Bischoff, he says, "Hey, Blue Bat," which that's Mick Mac for you. He'll be chiming
Oh,
in.
because the bat is blue. Usually, if my
Uh,
mask have a red to it on the bat, but this time the mask itself is red and then the bat is blue.
that's, I mean, I've seen some pretty garbage juice masks, right?
Hmm.
Yours,
Yeah.
you've put a lot of attention in detail to your mask. That's incredible
Oh,
because
thank you, thank you.
yeah, there are a lot of people that don't.
This is thanks to my mask maker. His name's Juan Guerrero out of Van Nuys, California, and he's made these masks for me. Some are good, some are great, some are good, some are okay. But I like his work. And I have a few masks back here. I don't want to mess up the camera. These are some of the other ones that I have that I use. And then here's the one that got torn in the match. And then the white one's my original one. That one's retired.
Wow.
That one's retired.
Why? I mean, why did you retire it? Just because
That's
it's
my
the first?
no. Well, that and it's a bad luck mask. Every time I wore that mask, I got injured or something. So I was like, I had to stop. I had to put that one away.
Wait, so that original mascot is your Annabelle, so to speak?
Yes, yeah, it's my animal. Every time I wore it 3 times, and 2 out of 3 times, like I got really injured, where I had to go to the hospital or something. So I
Ooh,
was like, that's it.
all is well though, right?
Yes, sir. I'm good now. Yeah, yeah. I had to
That
get surgery on my shoulder for one of them, and I was like, oh, I got it. This is it.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
rough. That's rough. But obviously, to get into, a profession that it causes you, literally pain in every extremity of your body, you got to have,
Hmm.
and especially you are a superhero of sorts. Every superhero has an origin story. So, what is the origin story of the Red Bat?
It goes back, I guess, for all of us who got into wrestling. It was a childhood dream. I guess you could say that about any indie wrestler, and most pro wrestlers was a childhood dream. It was my dream since I was 3 years old. That's all I ever wanted to do, and I believed it was a shoot forever until high school, until they revealed that it was, a work on the TV, they had that special, right, that exposed pro wrestling, and that broke my
Yes.
heart. I remember that broke my heart. I was depressed for like a week, like thinking, oh, I believed the lie, but after I got over it, and then I kind of I wrestled in high school for a year, and then I got over the whole thing because I thought I'm not buff, I'm not like Hulk Hogan or Ultimate Warrior size, and then I joined a boxing gym in like my mid 20s, and these luchadors came in and they did a spot for this Spanish TV show called Gordo and the Flaca, and
Wow, legendary.
yes, yeah, and so the guy they were doing some moves, and I was in awe, and I went up to them when they were done. And I said in Spanish, I go, hey, how can I get into this? Like this is my dream. And then he's like, talk to my manager. So I talked to his manager. His name's Joe Medina. He works for he runs a promotion called NTW NTLL, and he told me, he's like, yeah, here's my business card. You come to my house one day, and we'll have a tryout. And if you can hang, then we'll talk business. So then I went for a tryout, and it was probably the scariest thing I ever done. Like physically, the endurance, the pain, and then the trainer. His name is Latigo Blanco. He's an indie wrestler now. When we would make a mistake, and I'm scared of heights, and there's no bottom rope, so we'd make a mistake. He'd make us climb to the top rope, and then he'll flip us off the top rope, and we'll like flail in the air like fish, and land like on our sides or something, and they'll take our air out. And we'd be like, oh, and then he'd be like, get up there again, get up there again. You got to do it right. And this was the punishment that we would take. So after like 4 weeks, we would start throwing ourselves off the top, like don't touch me, like I got it. And I guess that kind of made us tough, me and my training partner at the time, and that made us keep coming. It was torture, but like it was the scariest thing ever. But like it just made us keep coming. So they didn't know they didn't know what they wanted to do with me. So then because these were luchadors, so I was eventually going to be a luchador, and so I saw this mask online. It was a phoenix, and then it was like a phoenix head right here, and then the wings sprawled out like this. So then my manager, Joe Medina, he's like, here's this guy, Juan Guerrero, go talk to him about making a mask for you. So I went there and I showed him the picture. He goes, you can't have that. And I'm like, why not? He goes, because that's somebody else's mask. He goes, that's a copyright infringement. I said, oh, I didn't think about that. And he's like, think of something else. So then I looked around in his room, and then there was like these Halloween posters, and I saw like bats and stuff. I said, what if we get rid of the phoenix head and put a bat head? And then they're like, oh yeah, we could do that. And then I'll change the wings around a little bit. So then later on, the original wings. Let me see if I can pull this out. So the original wings. Sorry if I'm rambling.
No, this is what we
Uh,
do. It's
yeah,
podcast. We want to know the story of Redback.
yes sir. So the original wings were like this, right? So this is the first, right there. So that's
Wow.
the bat, right? And then the original wings flailed that way up, like this. So then after a while, I was like, you know what? I saw this picture of Wolverine, and I said, I want the wings to look kind of like a Wolverine head. And I said, can you do this? And he's like, yeah. So then he just made it like a real bat. So this is like the bat wings right
Yeah.
here, and it's the bat, yeah. And then so my manager, he's like, what are we gonna call you? And I was like, oh, I don't know. He's like, we'll call you Murciélago Rojo. I go, what the hell is that? He goes, that means red bat. It took me like a month to learn how to spell it and say. I had to keep calling. Go, hey, what am I called again? He goes, you're Murciélago Rojo. I said, oh man, that's too Spanish for me because I speak Spanish, but that's like deep. And so after a month, I started getting it, and that's what they were calling me. And I was doing some lucha shows, and then I started doing in 2014. I started doing American shows for Underground Empire Wrestling for UEW, and they were calling me that. I go, oh, the crowd's not, they can't get behind that name. Like Murcielago Rojo, how can you chant that? So I said, let me change it, let me simplify it to the Red Bat. And it's easy, Red Bat, Red Bat. It's so simple that it's catchy. It's boring, it's simple, but it's catchy. And so I said, okay, I'll be the Red Bat. And then people were telling me, you should change it, it's too boring, it's too simple. I go, no, that's what I want. I'm gonna keep it like that. And then so I stuck with it. And then this curse one, sorry, I'm going off topic here.
No,
right
this is great.
there. This one right there. All right. I got it signed by my favorite wrestler of all time, Sting, at
Really?
Frankenson. Yeah, well, you would have to pay to go see him at Frankenson's. He had an autograph signing.
Yeah.
So since I wasn't going to use this anymore, I went out there and I got him to sign it for me. So he signed it for me. So now it's officially retired. Yeah, I can't use it now. It's
Right.
like old and dirty and stuff.
Hey, it's I mean, it's definitely traveled many roads. But speaking of roads, the good brother Freddie Havoc says saludos to my boy Red Bat. It's been a long time, but he is one of the nicest guy I know and such a great friend.
Yeah, Freddie is my boy. We trained together. We wrestled against each other a few times. I've known him for a long time. He's a good guy. I'm gonna see him on the 31st of January. I don't think we're wrestling each other, but we're gonna be at the same show that day.
What show's that?
This is for Dungeon Championship Wrestling. Hold on. We're live right now. What are you guys doing over here?
No, don't tell them about this stuff. We're live, man.
I brought the Coke.
Stop it,
Coca-Cola, right?
Yeah, the Coke.
Coca-Cola. Oh, hey. This is
0
not,
grams.
this isn't the
Whoa.
Coke you're thinking about. It's
We gotta-
Coca-Cola.
Wow.
We already went live. We're at the
Literally-
studios of the Los Vatos Locos podcast. Who the hell is that? Oh,
What?
it's according to Woods. I know
What?
this guy. I know him.
What's
The
good?
Red Bat,
Yes.
the Grand Bat, right here in the studios.
Holy
The official
smokes.
studios. Los Vatos Locos. Oh, Adam
Los
Woods.
Vatos
How are you,
Locos.
pal?
Not
Well,
Vatos
good.
Locos.
I'm doing great, pal.
Vatos Locos.
Oh, no, here's the Black Bat.
The
Oh,
Black
no.
Bat.
Well, the Black Bat, whose hands are tremendous. The hands. Uh-oh. We lost the Red Bat. Oh,
Victor
my
Woods.
goodness. Here we go.
Woods, are you still there? To
Absolutely.
see my beautifulness. I know my beautifulness causes
Did we lose him?
No, I can see you. Are you guys
Look at that, man. You hogged the spotlight, man.
That's it.
Did we lose Woods?
Yes.
We cannot
No, I
see
can
or
hear
hear
you
you.
fine. We're
You're
good.
not black, is he?
Yeah, you should stop it.
Jump out and then
Black
jump
Bat,
back
that
in.
happens to me all
Let's
the
do
time.
that. How about that?
Mr. According to us, I cannot see you, not because I'm a bat,
Ah,
but we
that's
cannot hear
great.
you either.
So
We
jump-
cannot see.
here
We
we
cannot
do.
hear. We
Because
cannot
this
even
is
speak.
oh,
What happened?
We need to get
According to.
Can we?
Hey,
according
I
to-
know
Are
that
we still
voice.
live? Are we still on Instagram?
Yes, we are live.
I am the Red Bat. This is the Black Bat over here,
The Black
and this is
Bat.
the Grand Bat. This is,
Ooh,
and we
the
took
Grand
over,
Bat.
according to Woods, Vatos Locos podcast over here.
Yeah,
Jump
absolutely.
out and jump back
What?
in. All right.
So there you go. So we're going to be joined by the trio of bats very shortly, and I know that voice. The according to, I'm not sure of the other gentleman, but I definitely know one of them. But I'm not going to break kayfabe here, not at all. But we've got a trio of bats, and two of the bats literally bringing Coca-Cola Zero, not the actual Coke. Yeah, and they raised havoc, brought in the Coke Zero, and lost the reception for somehow, some way. But if you guys don't already know, this is According to Woods, and I have a podcast, which is this stuff, and it's on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Yeah, on Twitter. This is live on Twitter. So yeah, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. And
Oh.
the bats are back.
Can't hear you.
Danny,
Oh.
come in.
Shoot, the audio is bad. Let's see.
The audio's back.
That's the mic.
Let me see.
That's what
Whoa.
happens when you buy. Yeah, turn off your AirPods.
Hello?
We're here. We're here. We can hear you fine. And the reception just went.
Bluetooth. Take off your blue balls. I mean, your Bluetooth.
Blue-
And I don't mean those temporary things on your teeth that they put. Grand bat. Speaking of blue balls, my aunt charged me double again.
I could barely hear him.
Yeah, I can hear. I can hear
What the hell?
everything.
You can
You
hear us
sound like
fine?
a chipmunk, man.
Yeah, I can
On
hear
our side,
fine.
yeah, it's hard. Let me
Oh, that's the mic.
All
Here,
right.
do this. Do the cam
Oh,
mic.
Do that one. Do that one. That one.
Audio.
the other one?
Take this out.
How about the other one?
iPhone microphone right there.
Boom. Okay, now go back.
This is great. Oh my goodness. The trio of bats are literally, when there's too much power in the bat cave, the proverbial bat cave, and especially with the origin story of one red bat. It was too much for the interwebs to handle.
We're back.
Hey!
There it is.
If
Well,
that grand bat
there
had to leave, he has that. He has that white power.
Oh my gosh.
That white
Wait,
power.
Wait,
This guy.
You know, the grand bat saw a bunch of minorities. He had to cut it out.
Jesus. Yes. I mean, we're not worried about getting canceled here.
Okay,
I mean,
good.
theoretically speaking,
Oh, come on.
Sorry, hold on a second.
it's
Let
good.
me get the volume going. Can you hear us?
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
can hear us.
Can
So,
you hear me?
anyways, how you do? Oh, hey.
This guy took over.
This is
Yes.
different from my OnlyFans account where people just want to see my toes.
Really?
Yeah,
Tell
they
us
like that fungus on my pinky. And the worst part is that my aunt and Red Bat's aunts are both my subscribers.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that live right there?
Yeah, it's live right there.
And
How you doing, buddy?
no, we got to tell us, because there's a lot of stuff about medical malpractice and amorosa violence or some odd whatever. So, as somebody, Black Bat, that has gone through such horrible things as a fungus on your tetas, what do
It
you?
was fungus on my toe, my little small toe.
Oh,
Fungus.
I thought I confused toes for tetas. My bad.
Oh no. That's all right. So I charge you rent, so help me pay for the rent.
Hey, you know what? Hard time. There's a joke in there somewhere. I'm not even going to quote Dusty Rhodes because I forgot it, but definitely hard times.
Do you know the Grand Bat?
Oh,
The Grand Bart, I might know the
He's
Grand Bat.
associated with
Well, you know what? Well, you know what? We are grand, but we don't talk about all the factoids that might go into certain things. We're just talking about the Los Patos Locos.
Yes,
we don't
100%.
over here.
100%.
See, we were gonna get here 30 minutes early, but when the Grand Bat found out you were African American, all of a sudden he had to run.
Come on, man.
He had to run errands.
No,
He had to run errands.
I swear.
Talking about free Obama phones.
What?
He got his.
I swear. It's not true. I love basketball.
Yes, absolutely.
His
Not
favorite
as
team
much
is the
as Donald
Boston
Sterling,
Celtics.
though.
His favorite movie is Honey.
Oh, wait, Jessica Alba?
Yeah.
It's not even.
Yeah.
I mean-
I'm loving basketball too.
What do you mean with
So what do we have?
the
What's
problem with the midget thumbs?
Can't
I
get
mean,
higher.
the dwarf thumbs?
No, maybe if I get the
Speaker.
speaker.
Hold on.
I don't even know if you can call it. What do you call when people
Give me
have
one.
thumbs like
Give me
toes?
1 second. Okay, so now we
Was
do
it
this.
working before?
Maybe in the settings. 1 second, sir.
No worries.
What happens.
Audio.
Coach Rob will approve of this Halloween bash. Thank you, and hope you and the family had a great holiday up there in Canada.
Audio.
And Fred Gabriel says, "Well, I know all three, but I won't break kayfabe." So that said, oh, chicos, hello, and I hope all three are doing well. Wow. That is a very inside deep cut.
We're in a tiny little box over here.
I'm just saying. Is it a bat box?
It's a bat box.
It's a bat
Let's
box.
see if I get the speaker.
Yeah, it's because that's what happens when you buy cheap stuff with no speakers.
No
But anyways,
speakers.
according to words, do you know how the COVID all started, right?
No, I kind of feel like I do, but
Mr. Redbat didn't wear a condom when he went to China.
really,
I confess.
You confess the loneliness is killing you, so you have to go to China.
Yup, he confessed. He paid a fortune cookie for sex with no condom, and that's how COVID started.
But she loved me a long time.
This was all now. There was all sorts of controversy. There was all sorts of conspiracies, and unfortunately, yes, it did come from a bat.
It did come from a bat, which George Hermosa.
Wait.
I'll be right back.
Oh, George Hermosa. He said,
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
George Hermosa is always putting his nose where it doesn't belong.
Dun dun dun. Wait, you said you punched him below?
Sorry. Say it again.
You said you punched him below?
What? One more time. Sorry.
You punched George Hermosa below.
Oh yeah.
And where's the extreme bat?
Extreme Bat's not here today. He got a little hurt from getting too extreme.
Wait,
He's watching too many of those ECW videos, those on on the Peacock network.
oh, the Peacock Network.
Yeah.
You know what? He needs some bootlegs from Big Vision Entertainment.
Yeah.
And he needs to watch some XPW. There's this guy, Chris Kloss. He's an amazing talent.
Chris Claus, I know that guy. He owes me $10.
He owes you $10.
I don't trust him.
That's just
I
like
guess
me
you
and
better
Mick-Mac.
stay. I guess you better stay on him then.
Yes.
Oh, which George Hermosa says, "Where's Mr. California?
A what for the who?
Where's Mr. California?"
Oh, Mr. California. Black Bat, do you want to elaborate?
Miss California?
Yeah.
He's from California. I believe from South Cal.
He represents the state of California.
What did I do here? Sorry. Mr. According to Woods, what's your first name? Accordion, or is that your last name? Is it Woods Accordion, or is it Accords?
It's something like that.
Of course.
His
Accordion is the
favorite
first name.
instrument's the accordion.
Oh, did you play the accordion?
Yes.
Yes, I
According
do.
to Woods.
I played in a Paisa band. We're 15 members.
A paisa, what is
We
that?
have we have all Jordache and wallets that are made of cactus but are in the shape of an ice cream sandwich.
Oh, hold on 1 second, Mr.
Give it
Wood.
1
Give
second,
me
Mr.
1 second.
So accordion man.
1 second, sir. 1
How
second.
embarrassing. The Red Bat does not have anything ready. Don't even know what it is. It's charged for. There you go. See, that works.
We can hear all of these shenanigans.
Oh! Look at him.
There we go. Ole.
Hey,
And-
did you hear me fart?
This is low battery,
And
though.
oh snap, says Matthew Mencia.
Always-
Oh,
What's up?
snap.
Let me get a charger here. All right, I'm gonna get a charger.
Go get a charger. Wait, I have one in my bag.
And George Hermosa,
Get a charger.
yeah. And George Hermosa says, "Where's Mr. Work in Progress?"
Mr. Work in Progress is he's at home working in progress right now because he can't cut it.
Wow.
He still needs a lot more work. So, I mean, hopefully he'll make some progress. But right now he's not ready.
How is that? I mean, how are you dealing with the lack of progress from when Mr. Work in Progress?
For his progress, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you make of
Has
it?
it been coming?
Yeah.
Well, his progress has been. I mean, it's not like us. He's got to get organized. You know, we're organized around here. We know what we're doing. Hey, man, put that back.
His
We know what
progress.
we're doing,
His progress.
and you got to be ahead above the rest if you want to.
Yeah. His progress is in work right now.
Oh, you smell, man.
That's why I have to sit in my face when I'm sleeping.
Oh,
Mr. According to Woods,
Yes, sir.
how do you like it so far?
It's so great. This is one of the best. I mean, Eric Bischoff has nothing on you
don't
guys.
encourage him. Don't encourage him. Come on.
And Matthew saying to think they know they somehow run a podcast. Oh, throwing in shade. Throwing in shade
You
is
know what we're
Matthew.
doing,
Yeah,
man.
besides, this is not our podcast, dummy Matt. This is the according to words, the accordion guy.
Yeah.
Plus he plus we're gonna mark it according to words. He does quinceañeras.
And yeah, and that's your partner, Red Brat. 100%. Ooh, did somebody get color? What happened there?
Get closer.
I poked
Is this
him.
a stretcher job?
Oh my
I
god.
just poked him with my little black bat.
So anyway, you know what? Hey, according to
it was just the tip.
Just the tip. Georgia Moses says Chris Cross is overrated. I don't think so.
That guy's horrible. I
What?
agree, he's horrible.
Who's Chris?
But according to Woods, I gotta ask you. Now that we, the Los Vatos Locos,
Vatos Locos for life. I said, what the fuck is that?
That's the ESPN update. That
Fuck
the Vatos
ESPN.
Locos
Don't pay my
is on
bills.
the According to Woods podcast.
You don't pay my bills.
Live on ESPN.
You know who pays my bills?
Who?
Your aunt and granddads on my OnlyFans stock account.
You sound like a Fox Sports West
They pay.
kind of guy.
They pay for my bills.
hey, according to Woods,
They love my. fucking
Yeah.
bills.
now that we are on your show, the Los Vatos Locos show, we need to invite you
Yes,
to
sir.
come on the Los Vatos Locos podcast.
I'm in. I'm in.
Live and
Yeah.
in person.
See how he exaggerates? That means he doesn't want you here.
I'm in. You tell me when.
Plan for you.
Let's do it. I'm in. And where is El Príncipe Fiorano?
Oh, the
That's the
Per-
Prince of Peru.
the Peruvian powerhouse, all the way.
Peruvian power.
He
I
went
don't-
back. He went
I
back
don't
home.
like that guy.
They had some beef.
I had a little
This
beef.
guy had
Really?
some beef.
Like
Yeah,
Canelo,
in Peru's, they don't eat beef.
Yeah.
like Canelo beef?
No, like beef, like. In other words, Peruvian's beef. He's like this.
He said
And
he,
Oh.
he's like, uh-oh,
We
little
got-
bad.
we got into a fist fight backstage one time. He said he was gonna fuck my mom. He said motherfucker.
No,
Yeah.
that's not what it means.
Wow.
It's street slang. It's street slang.
He called,
Street,
talk.
wait,
he called
strings.
me, he called me a motherfucker,
street-
and I said, yeah, I'm a fucking mother, and your mom's first in line. And,
Oh,
then he said, how come my mom be first if your mom took cuts? I go, mother.
anyway,
That
according to
Peruvian guy
Yes.
is not allowed in the Vatos Locos podcast. But you,
Yes.
Mr. According to Woods, yes, you shall be here one day.
I'm surprised I'm not there yet. If I knew you guys had a podcast, we would have done this from there. How about that?
Hey, but you know what? I want to give thanks to my friend who introduced me to you, was Mr. Eric Malikian.
Yes, shout out to Eric. That's a good brother.
Eric, XPW referee, who was a guest at the Vatos Locos podcast.
100%.
Friend of the show.
A former child of the Nazi era.
Yeah, that might have moved to Argentina in a submarine.
Huh?
I wonder if El Príncipe went and saw the El Generico as he was heading down south. Like he might have stopped off in an orphanage of some sort. Do you guys have any?
What underground tunnel they went? You know, because of Donald Trump, there's more underground tunnels. Thank you for that, Donald Trump. Now my uncle's making more money.
You want me to tell you a secret about El Príncipe?
Yes,
You want me to tell you a secret about that guy?
yes. I guess this is a shoot interview now.
Yeah, he's what we Latinos, we look down on guys like that. We call him a pocho. A pocho is a Americanized Latino whitewash who can't even speak Spanish.
Plus,
Ask him a Spanish question. He can't answer. I'll tell
plus,
you.
he's an alcoholic. We don't drink.
hey, give me that apple juice, will you?
Yeah, it's apple juice. Good for you.
It's apple juice.
Hey, let me. God, those are spoiled apples. Hey, let me ask you this. According to Woods, now that you've been on the Los Vatos, or now that we've been on your According to Woods podcast, and you've interviewed some of the greats. And man, how many interviews have you done? A ton, a plethora.
A
And
little bit.
we are, of course, youtube.com/, the Red Bat, the Los Vatos Locos podcast. We gotta flip the script and do a 180. And man, in the future, love to have you, pal.
I would love to. I would love nothing more than to do that. And ooh,
Being hypocritical
El Príncipe Pirano holds a victory over the Red Bat? Is this true?
Yes, I think he did.
That Peruvian punk, yeah, he cheated. I turned around and he gave me the stiff
Whoa,
blow.
settle down, settle down. We're talking according to Woods. It was Santa Ana, California. It was Puro Resu. It was the last show, second to last show ever in Santa Ana, and it was 1-on-1. It was the Red Bat representing all of Los Batos Locos taking on the Peruvian powerhouse, and you came up short, pal. But I think revenge will come. Retribution will come. Redemption will come for you. What do you think?
I don't think he represented all of the Bato Locos.
Oh yeah, he lost. That was a preliminary match.
Yeah, he represent you and not me. Now you have to represent me and win.
Oh my God.
Damn it.
Yes. Which wait, and George Barbosa said it was live on GXW TV.
That's right.
Who's George Hermosa? Is that the beach? That guy, a representative of Hermosa Beach, over down the
You know what? The Hermosa Beach, apparently, it was owned by a black family, which they gave back.
Oh,
Yes!
God.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Right on.
I mean, that's great. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's great. That's great.
yes, that's useless knowledge that no one else knows but me. And Eric Malikian, the aforementioned Eric Malikian, the great XPW referee, says, does Red Bat have any great Danny Ramirez t-shirts or Chris Cloth stories? Take your pick or answer them both.
I do have a great Danny Ramirez story.
Who's Danny Ramirez?
Remember that rap? He's horrible, dude.
Malikian?
You even said that.
Malikian?
You said he had to lose weight.
Oh, that fat guy. Yeah, he's fat. I met him once. I was talking to him, and he's so fat. As I was talking to him, the floor was like going down.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it was like he was.
I
sinking.
remember having a conversation. We were having dinner, and we were eating, and he finished his food, and that's the scar you see. And when the food was done, he started eating meat. But I pulled my leg out, and it's just a little chunk got.
Hey, but
It was raw though. You don't want to eat raw.
In his defense, he did say you like getting eaten out.
Ooh.
What's the story, Red Bat?
You
Ooh.
want to hear Danny Ramirez story?
Yes.
I'll give you one. Danny Ramirez, for those of you who don't know him, he likes to
Referee for
he
the
likes,
XPW.
he likes to drink a little of the grandpa's old cough medicine, you know?
Is Grandpa still
Oh,
alive?
what happened?
No, I'm still here. Keep on going, because
Okay.
Danny
You're
Ramirez
not
story.
here. You're
Yeah.
there.
Stop
Yeah.
staring us, man! Don't do that. We lost you again.
Danny Ramirez story gets a full screen. Gets full screen. So go ahead.
So Danny Ramirez calls me one time. He's like, "Hey, Mr. Red Bat, you know, he called me by my shoot name, Mr. Shoot Name /redbat.com. He's like, hey, brother. I go, well, what's up, Danny?
It's funny
He
story.
goes-
It's not done yet.
He goes, I love you, man. I love you. And I'm like, yeah, Danny, I love you too. He goes, that's gay.
Oh! I had no
That's okay.
idea.
He got
I had
me.
no idea that the Red Bat and Danny Ramirez were an item.
No, we're not.
Wait, real quick.
But he said that one.
According to Woods, we got you live on Facebook. Do you want to give out your social, your info for people to reach you?
Yes, it's 559-699-9999.
Not your phone number, you dummy. Your social media.
Oh, social media, according to Woods, across the board. I thought you said Social Security. I was like,
Be nice to the host, Black Bat.
Hey, wait a minute. That's the same one I bought from LA.
They don't owe money. What's wrong with
That's
you?
the same phone I bought from
Yeah.
LA.
I mean, it's the holidays. I got bad credit anyway, so if anybody wants to take my social, go for it. And make sure all the bets do a shot for me tonight, says Eric Merlikian.
Who the hell is Malikian? We're not Nazis.
Let's take a shot.
That's Armenian. Malikian.
Armenian? What the hell's hanging out with our Nazis? Anyways, here you go first, Grand Bat.
Get to know your racism.
By the way, according to Woods,
Oh,
are you? We've been getting invited, but only the Red Bat gets to go. The Grand Bat, Red Bat, and myself, we never get to go to Puro Resu Wrestling.
Really?
now in Carson, California.
Really?
Yes. You don't need to have a car and a sun. You just need to show up.
That's where I wrestled that Peruvian punk ass bitch. Peruvian.
Ooh. He says he says his name isn't the Peruvian powerhouse. Grandbat.
What is it?
It's a Peruvian powerhouse. That's how you translate it.
Yeah, can you watch the fucking language, man? There's fucking kids, man. Be careful. Fuck. But we apologize for his inconvenience language that he doesn't know anything else but to say fuck shit, motherfucking cocksucker, pussy, all that shit.
Right. No, 100%. And Wrestling California, not Mr. California, but Wrestling California says hi. No?
Are you still there?
Nothing?
Get out, get back in.
Turn the phone off.
Hi, Andrew. I'm going to say hi, Andrew.
Get out, get back in.
There you go.
What's going on? Are we on?
Wait,
Yeah.
grab back, no, grab back. Whoa.
You guys want to say hi to Wrestling California?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to get back on. Sorry, guys.
So right now we just got.
And there they go. As quickly as they came, as quickly as they left, as they say. Nobody says that. I fucking don't know. Whatever. But we are joined by 3 bats. We thought we were just going to get 1 red bat, but we get a grand bat and a black bat. Or no, Bato Negra? No.
We're black.
And you're black?
Yeah, we're
I'm
black.
black.
Well, he is. But you're red and he's grand.
And we're back, yo. And we're biggity back, yo. And I'm biggity back, biggity big without the L. I didn't put the L in there.
So what do you think about? Well, we can't hear nothing now. Can't hear you. Say it again. Oh, man.
There you go.
Hold on. Somebody's.
Oh, the connection. Oh, ESPN comes in.
ESPN.
Oh, there we go.
That's an update. That they're just trying to let us know that the Batos Locos is on the According to Woods podcast right now.
Put your phone down, man.
We can hear you now.
Can't
Well-
hear you. Nothing.
Oh, now we can't hear.
We
Go to the settings again.
Hold on.
Hold on. One second.
Mr. Accords.
One second. Sorry.
Mr. Accords.
the other second.
We give us a second because
It's on.
this guy right here, he bought
Toast Locos.
He bought in the black market the best on cheap counterfeit iPhone ever.
Is it Huawei?
No.
I'm way your way. I'm not way your way.
I think Huawei is like owned by China or something.
So,
Wait, let's see.
you here. But with that being said, we're coming up on 2022. Do you three individually have a favorite match of the year? For
Favorite match of the year?
Of 2021, favorite match?
Mine? It was my neighbor's chicken and my aunt over the tamales. That was a battle. Oh my god, they were fighting for the tamales.
Was there a rooster
There
there?
was a rooster.
Oh, they kick ass.
And my aunt, she pulled out 4 of her chanclas. Her sandals. That chancla.
wow.
Wow. Yeah. You know who won?
Huh.
My drunken cousin. Anyways, go for it.
Is your question a match that I was involved in or a match that I seen on?
You want to answer it?
My favorite match in 2021 was I watched Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior WrestleMania 6 on VHS.
That happened in 2021?
No, that was
in 2021.
that was broadcasted.
Today's wrestling stinks.
That was broadcasted in on the WWE network in 2021. That they had on the network in 2021. Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior Skydome, April 1st, 1990, WrestleMania 6.
Here's what happens, Mr. Woods.
Today's wrestling stinks.
Yeah, here's what happens is that
Calm down.
after we filmed Batos Locos, Chris Claus and that guy Danny, the fat guy, they come over and we want to watch wrestling, but for some reason that Chris Keith Claus, that's his name, Chris Keith Claus, KKK. He wants to watch wrestling. And then Danny, the fat guy, he falls asleep in the middle of the floor. So we never get to watch what we want. We have to watch what that KKK guy and the fat guy on the floor are watching. And it's usually old WrestleManias from 1970 and shit like that. I mean, I even watched Moses go up against Jesus.
They want to hug my wrestling buddies when they watch it too. Despicable.
I think WrestleMania started in '85.
Say it again.
I think it said WrestleMania started.
You said WrestleMania from the '70s.
You said WrestleMania from the 70s, but it's from the 80s.
Hey, the phone's upside down.
See, that's what you don't know. We had the inside scoop for all WrestleMania. And WrestleMania started back in 1844 with Hulk Hogan versus Bruno Samantariano Margarita Barita Baruta Barcaccia Giusti. He's Italian.
You speak Italian?
Yeah, Italian pizza.
Hey, I
mozzarella,
could go for
French
some.
fries.
I could go for some spaghettios right now. What do you
I
guys
speak a little Italian.
Speaking of spaghettios, where's that cup? Give me that cup. Some idiot right here, look, okay, right here in the box. Let me get my intern.
Oh,
Some idiot. No, open the box. Some idiot send me this mug. Hold the phone. Oh. You see? It's called Danny O's. It's a bug with that fat fuck Danny Monchichi Ramirez, and it's a mug. Look at that. Look at that.
I can't stand that guy, Danny. I just told him on the phone that I love him just so he can get off the phone. And then he called me gay.
He can't hear you.
there you go on. Yeah, well, you know what? The
Thing. Hey, man, watch your fingers. Where's your other hand?
Can you hear, can you hear us now? Can you hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us.
That's a lot. Yeah, we can hear you.
oh, there you go.
Now we can hear you.
Did you hear me fart?
Yeah. Did you fart?
Yeah. I farted in Russian.
When
Look,
Danny,
yes.
I mean, when Black Bat farts, they go.
Oh, like the Great Muda's Mist?
Yeah.
Hey.
There you go.
Oh! Can you counter that?
Hey,
I can't
wait,
Yes.
when the red bat farts, it causes a new variant.
A new variant. What is the variant?
It's not red bat, it's a green mist.
The red bat when he farts.
But it can't be if
What?
it's green Muda.
Focus.
Huh?
Focus. What was
What
that?
Which we're getting from the chat. George Hermosa and Eric Malikian saying,
Oh,
where's
C19 I wanna
C19?
know about.
Well, mine's 10 inches, his is 7, and his is 2. Cock
Oh, come on, man.
size, 19 inches.
Stop it.
19
Stop it.
inches.
There's kids.
Fucking shit. What
You
the fuck
focus,
is
man. C19. The guy with the.
Can you guys stop fucking cussing, please?
What?
Go
Who
for it,
rests in
Rich. Go
peace?
yours.
What?
Well,
Who's
C19 is C19 very conspicuous right now by his absence.
really?
Usually he's here.
Yeah.
He is a conspiracy theorist, a demonologist, and a paranormal investigator. The
All
last
three?
time he was here, yes, all three. He wears all three hats, and he's like the chain smoke.
Plus, I heard he's the Monchichi stepson.
Oh yeah, that's right. Danny
Wait.
Ramirez. Yeah, Danny
The
Ramirez, referee from XPW. Rumor has it, kind of swept the mother of C19 off her feet and is now the stepmom of C19.
Really? Wow.
Stepdad of C19.
Maybe that's when COVID came out.
I thought it was.
Mm.
We don't know yet. We have to defend our buddies. Anyways, Mr. Woods, what is your favorite match of 2000 and what year are we on? 21.
I you know what? I hate to say it, but the
What?
it's the Mr. Work in Progress
What?
match that I didn't see live in person.
How can you even see it? You know what that means? You know what I heard also? I heard
What?
that GXW Live is gonna broadcast a live wrestling match, one on one. That's not two Mexicans. That's one wrestler, and that's gonna be Mr. Principe Peruvian, going up against Mr. Schmuck Lust right here.
Hey, you guys, hold the fort. Speaking of
I'm getting my rematch
GXW,
that day. I'm gonna beat his ass 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring.
hey, by the way,
No crowd, but live on the internet.
It's gonna be
GXW
live.
TV.
and speaking of that, hold the fort. I'll be right back. Speaking of GXW,
That's gonna be live. Principe Peruvian going one-on-one against Mr. I can't beat him. The Red Bat, I love you.
I
You're
could
the
beat
best.
him.
You're the
I think
best.
this guy's
I have
bigger than
confidence
him.
in you. I love you. But I have faith in you. I bet on Principe Peruvian. But don't worry, I'll give you half of what I win. Live on GXW Live is going to be one-on-one, mano-a-mano, and from what I hear, the special guest referee is going to be that old fart, the fossil guy who's been in the wrestling business for like maybe 20, 30 years. The
Jesse
guy,
Hernandez?
Danny Monchichi Ramirez.
Oh.
Whoa, Ramirez gonna be there? That guy owes me money too.
And he hasn't refereed since XPW. And before XPW, he had retired from refereeing. And he came
Hold on,
back
I gotta
just
read-
for refereeing for
I gotta read
XPW.
okay, I'm back. All right, now check this out. Speaking of GXW, look at this. We got the official area of the Bears right here. Oh yeah, and then that's what we were talking about. We were talking about the match that was supposed to be. Where the hell? Hey man, open it up, man. Come on, back. A GXW TV is right here. You put it no, put it that way. Put this one over here. Hold it, man. They're watching. Stop it.
We know what we're doing.
Okay, yeah. Log on to GXW TV. Oh, it's gonna be great. The dark matches are all there. And then
Wait.
it's gonna be all. Where the hell did you come from, man?
Don't be selfish.
Hey,
It's
I
not
haven't
about
seen
you.
Yeah.
you for a while. Hey, be right
Hey.
back.
Don't be selfish.
Let me
Red
go.
Bat
I'll
here.
go hang it up.
Hey, whoa. I don't like any hanging here. No hanging on this show. Wrong show. That's Rush
My name's
Limbaugh.
not Robin Williams.
Ooh, nice.
Too soon? Too soon?
Black Bat,
Too
talk
late.
a little bit. GXW, of course. Adam Woods, Black Bat was referring to, and man, it's going to be a new series.
A new series,
Tell them about Lights Out, Black Bat.
which
Well, from what I hear, GXW is running a lights out, which is their dark matches. Hey, hold this, yeah, Mr. That dude. GXW lights out are dark matches that are going to be shown in certain promotions, not all promotions, but certain promotions where they're going to show GXW lights out, and where they're going to try to bring in new wrestlers from different promotions, see if they get booked on promotions. For example, Buddha Sue, their first dark match was Principe Peru, right? Going up against the Red Bat.
Yes.
And then they brought in Robbie Phoenix going up against the beautiful Jimmy Mayhem, who's, by the way, a big guy. And I don't mean big like that. I mean big like that. You know what I'm talking about.
And
Woods.
he's nothing beautiful about that guy.
Oh, you hear that? Throwing shots. But,
ooh.
Except for his bus pass.
oh, and EBT. Lights out. But yes, that's
Lights out.
Oh,
GXW. GXW Lights Out. You get it? You get it?
so it's GXW Lights Out, and there's GXW Live. And with GXW Live, it's a chance we have a live wrestling match on the GXW account, and
Oh.
they're gonna stream live one match once a month with two wrestlers going at the backyard of the hard city of Pacoima in a training facility that the ring is not for the kind of heart or the kind of what?
He drank. He's drinking. He's drinking. Did you get any of that?
yeah. It sounded to me like that what is it? That thing that Missy Hyatt and Sonny were involved in. That's what it sounded like to me.
No, they're not gonna wrestle.
Tell
It's-
them
Okay.
where to go on social media to get to GXW TV.
For right now, it's on Facebook,
How do you
GXW Facebook account on Facebook.
What do you type in?
There
exactly?
is a YouTube that they're working on. There is a website that they're working on. But the problem is that this guy, that fat guy, Danny Monchichi, he spends his money on booze and food.
Oh,
So that's why it hasn't gone up, you know?
He doesn't. He doesn't even buy good liquor. He buys that vodka in the soft plastic bottle. You know, the pop.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
not even the
Woods, we gotta
not even the glass bottle.
No, it's the soft
See, that's
plastic.
cheap.
It is warm. And
It's warm?
There.
It's
Here's the proof is in the pudding right there. Look at that.
pop off.
Proof is in the pop off.
Pop off.
He's not here.
Is that guy a reverend?
Last time he came.
This
Oh,
is
wait,
better
where's
than
that here?
this is better than the time Danny Ramirez was trying to put up that banner. Ooh. Ooh.
This is better than the time that we had a threesome with Metal Matt's mother.
No.
Foursome.
Talk about a hole in the bat.
Yeah.
There were 2 holes
Oh,
in the bat.
call that a hole in the bat.
Amtrak train. It wasn't one of those. What's the other train?
Wait, did you say you were gonna just run a train through his mom?
The Greyhound.
Greyhound. Yeah.
Greyhound train.
Wait, you're gonna run a train through his mom?
It was 100-car train.
No, just one.
100-guy train.
That's
Look,
wow.
We're not gonna do that. That's horrible. We've done it like 100 times already.
She almost had the record, but once she was done with me, she was done.
Hey, according to Woods, I gotta ask you, what do you think? You've been a fan. You've been watching. What do you think of Los Vatos Locos podcast? Your own opinion.
Wait.
I think it's the greatest thing
Let me
since
get
Jim
coked out.
Ross.
Let me get coked out.
He's gonna get coked out. What do you do that on camera next time? Hey, what do you think?
I think it's the greatest thing since Jim Ross.
Oh, there you go.
Who the hell is Jim Ross?
You know, slobber knocker. You know,
He's the one got the lazy eye.
And-
got a stroke.
yes.
You go in. You
Ooh, gosh. Any chance we get Mark Guido Mancini will be special guest ring announcer for the match
Need help
coming up.
speaking, Mr. Woods there? You okay?
Yeah, there's something in my throat. It was something in my throat.
You come and join us 3.
Yes, so we'll be 4.
Yes.
I don't have a mask.
Come knock on the door, and don't be surprised if we see that girl on the floor.
Oh, she might be a whore.
Oh!
It depends if you have the money, and maybe she won't have any dirty spores.
Oh!
Oh,
See what you have in store.
there you go.
Your
El
turn.
Mercado.
What's the race?
Which
Oh, your turn.
George Hermosa is
I don't
asking.
like the Moors. They're bad
Yeah.
people.
George Hermosa is asking, "Where's George Hermosa?" Which is wild. But he's
That
asking.
is a great question. We want to know where he is too, because we invited him over and he didn't want to come.
And look, if George Hermosa is asking where's George Hermosa, then no one knows where the hell he is.
You know
I
what it
agree.
is? You know what it is that he's on a short leash. His wife will not let him go unless he brings her boba. And you know how cheap that motherfucker is. He don't like to
Wait,
fucking
did you say boba?
2 for 1. Oh, she likes boba. Boba dude.
Yeah,
Well,
that
they told me she said something about
the.
having balls in her mouth. I don't know what that's.
You guys hear that? Hold on. You guys hear that?
What is that?
You hear it?
What is it?
That's the sound of nobody giving a shit about George Hermosa.
Whoa,
He
Jesus!
should be here right now.
George is
No
a friend.
excuses. No excuses.
I'm not letting you besmirch the good name of George Hermosa here. That's a good brother.
I have an interesting question for you, Mr. Woods.
Sure.
Does a man or a person with one eye can they get double vision?
Only if you cut that eye in half. No.
No, I'm just asking.
dude,
One eye, double vision.
Yeah. Yeah. And when is the Red Bats' next match?
That was good.
I don't.
Got a million of them.
Yeah.
Okay, cooked up. Right
What? When is Red Bat's next match?
Oh.
From what I had heard
January 8th against that Peruvian punk ass bitch.
that's the first
in Sonoma,
live
California.
GXW live. Mr. Peruvian going up against the Red Bat. That's supposed to be the next match for the Red Bat.
Oh.
But I heard that Peruvian guy supposedly can't get his visa approved to come
Ooh,
to the
wow.
USA.
Whoa. I heard he can't get something else approved and up either.
Well, that's between you two guys.
Uchu. Use promo code Joey for Joey Diaz podcast.
Joey Diaz, that's a good brother there. CEO of the Wrestling Chatter is George Hermosa.
Speaking of that, hey, hang on a second. One of our other sponsors on the Los Vatos Locos podcast are these guys right here. Hang on a second. Hey, get out of the way, man. You're ruining it. Hey, stop it, man. Come on, man. What are you doing, Black Bat? Red Bat, quit it, man. Here, look, I'm trying to show them. There's the Wrestling Chatter right here. Yeah. And we're going to hang it up, too. Hey, guys, calm down, will you?
The Wrestling Chatter, supposedly they sponsor this show, but I haven't seen any money. Just a bunch of drugs, hookers, and alcohol, but I never seen any money.
That's just like that one guy that wanted to win the lottery, and the news reporter asked, "What are you gonna do with it?" And he was like, "A bunch of cocaine and hookers." No, that's not it. No, here you go. Oh, I heard Red Bat wasn't good enough, so he was an ass back.
Oh, wait up! I gotta read that. I don't like this George Hermosa. Wasn't good enough. It wasn't asked back to Pura Rasul. Wow. The reason why the Pura Rasul guys didn't ask me back because they can't speak English.
Hold on a second.
I said I only speak
Wait
in
a
English,
minute.
please.
Mr. Woods,
Yes,
what was the last live wrestling show you attended?
unfortunately, WWE SmackDown,
Where? When?
Staples Center.
Staples Center,
Are you
actually
Woods?
with George Hermosa.
Woods?
I was invited.
Let him
He invited the Grand Bat.
When was it? What day? What happened?
I don't know. It was the last one that they had at Staples Center because it's now Crypto Puta Arena or something like that.
What? So you remember?
It's crypto or something.
Yeah.
So you need to join. You need to go to
No more free tickets for Adam Woods. What? No. I loved my time. I loved it even more. Because I don't like Roman Reigns. I don't like
That's
that
why
dude.
he's not going to give you tickets?
Are you
Apparently
racist?
not. Apparently
Racist?
No, are you racist
Yeah.
because Roman Reigns has long hair?
no. Is that a race?
I don't like him.
I didn't know that long hair was a race.
Oh, so you're in denial.
Denial? Isn't that like in Africa?
What is George Hermosa saying?
That's the longest river in the world.
Yes, it is. Yes, exactly. That's why it was absolutely pleasurable that WWE SmackDown, right? Roman Reigns not there,
Why
so
don't you like people with long hair?
it's because he said unfortunately my last show was WWE SmackDown.
Wait, don't change.
Was that a great show?
Why don't you like people with long hair?
Oh, he's got a little Ashley Banks. Got to make up your mind. Got to make up your mind.
So is it just man with long hair or is women too with long hair?
Wait, no, I don't like Sinead O'Connor. I mean, she's a good singer,
Oh, so
but
you are racist with people with long hair.
long-haired people is a race.
How long have you had this problem?
Since today, apparently.
What the hell are you getting at, man?
You don't like people with long hair? It's racist.
Wait, no,
Oh, did you grow up
no.
with short hair
There's
or long
more.
hair?
There's more to not like about Roman Reigns, other than the fact he has
Does
long
your
hair.
girlfriend do you have a girlfriend? Does she have short hair or long hair?
I have a wife and she's got long hair.
Oh, so you're not racist with her though?
No,
You told her how you felt about people with long hair?
He's trying to experiment, see if he would like
I
it. and then he-
no. I like long hair, just not on
You don't
me.
like Roman Reigns?
Hey,
Because
really
he's
quick, let me
garbage.
interject. I just want to say that this episode is really moving. It's groundbreaking, and I'm really glad, Adam, that you were able to get this out and do it
I-
publicly too. Because
I-
hatred is a bad thing to have, no matter where it's directed towards, whether it's race, whether it's religion,
Or
culture,
long hair.
or hair. It's still hate, dude.
Yes.
And you know what, Adam? You're all right in my book, man.
We
You're
are
okay.
proud of you.
I
You're okay.
thank you.
Solving a problem.
I'm proud of you three,
Yes.
the
And
Trios
you, and
Locos.
you admit it. And you, yeah, your first step to having a problem is admitting it. And my goodness, Adam Woods, you just came out in the open today and admit this.
Yes, I'm coming out of
Yeah,
everywhere.
we support
Yay! Oh, Piano has visa issues, but he got approved for a Mastercard.
Oh, come on, Peruvian powerhouse, please.
Issues. What kind of issues? Like small penis or big penis? Or he has long hair and Mr. Woods stopped him from coming over. You
Hey,
have connections with Ice?
Ice? No, like vanilla
Hey,
ice.
look, it's Adam Woods.
Yo,
Give me that,
hey,
give me
good
that,
man. Like Ice Baby.
Oh, hey, Woods, how are you?
Hey, you're black just like me.
With these glasses, I can see that you no longer hate people with long hair. That's awesome. You're
Yes,
becoming a man now.
Give me those, man.
I guess.
Oh, actually, he's more handsome with the glasses on too.
I might have. I'm just saying. So, if
So,
you three were to have a top 5 in terms of your favorite wrestlers, who would they be, excluding yourself?
Murcielago Rojo would be number 1.
wait, I got. Let's change the subject. Let's,
Wait,
wait.
He's a host.
Wait, let's ask
He's
you.
a host.
Let's ask you
He's
first,
a host.
and then you ask.
It's not your
and then you answer.
show. It's
Who
not your
is-
show.
who
It's
is-
his show.
Who
It's
is
his
your
show. Get your own show. Get your own
Yeah.
show, man. This is according to Wood.
Who is
It's not
your
Los Batos Locos.
Mount
It's not the
Rushmore?
Black Man Show. It's his show.
Yeah, but I'm
He
trying to
has
help-
a question.
Matthew says Mount Rushmore of wrestling.
Who is your Mount Rushmore?
I'd say okay, Luthez,
Okay, who the hell's okay?
Vern Gagne, Harley Race,
Yes.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Whoa. That's interesting. That's
And
interesting.
all
I
of
like
them,
Which-
you know what? All of them have. Short.
Wait, but I want a top 5 because I want Brett in there. Either Brett or Owen.
You can't. Mount
Wait,
Rushmore.
no, I
Mount
said top
Rushmore
5.
is 4.
I said 5. I said, well, who's your top 5? Matthew's the one who said Mount
Yeah,
Rushmore.
yeah, come on.
All right, you top. Go for it, Grandpa. You
So
answer.
top 5
Wait. Are we talking about only in the United States or
No.
worldwide?
anywhere,
Worldwide.
worldwide,
Any era.
Wait,
Mundial.
What is that? I don't speak Spanish. What's Mundial?
Just stop it, man.
Is that
Okay,
AOL
I'll
when
go.
it dial?
I'll go.
Okay.
You want 5?
5.
Cinco.
Gorgeous George, Luthez, Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin.
Ooh, Hulk Hogan. Okay.
Oh, he didn't like
Oh,
that
stop.
answer.
Come
He
on.
did not like that answer.
You know why? Because he has long
Wait
hair.
a minute.
Yes.
He has
Hulk-
long hair. That's
Like, he doesn't have any hair.
Would you have put Hulk Hogan on the mountain what year was all that?
2008?
No,
No,
after
no,
that.
no, after that.
Like pre 2000 whatever it was, 13, 14 when he got into this little shady trouble.
No,
Let me see.
no,
Would
I
you have
mean,
put him on the mountain then.
no.
Okay, they're fair
Or
enough.
or Warrior.
Red Bat. Red Bat.
Red Bat's top 5. My number 1 all-time is Sting. Hulk Hogan be up there. Ric Flair. Tiger Mask. And then the 5th one for me would be Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh. I like
Which
it,
one?
I like it.
Who's the 5th?
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yo, I like
The
it.
guy
I
that
like
beats-
it.
The guy that beats women.
What?
Woman beater.
What did Savage beat a woman?
I don't know. I mean, that's what Rambat said. Go ahead.
Go.
All right, mine. Are you ready for mine?
Let's go.
Luthez. Wait.
I could tell all you guys are in your 40s.
He's actually speechless.
Gorgeous George. Start over. Gorgeous George.
140.
Inoki, Antonio Inoki.
Oh.
Okay. Wow.
Just kissing ass to Puta Rasur.
El Santo. Andre the Giant.
That's a good one.
And I have to say, Fabulous Moolah.
Ooh,
But wait a minute. She got
Moolah. Wow.
Yeah, it
If,
doesn't matter.
If Hogan's not on there, she's getting
What is your favorite Fabulous
And we
Moolah
said anything
match,
about Hogan not
Black
being
Bet?
there.
huh?
What?
What's your favorite Moolah match?
The one when she fucked over Wendy Rector, the original screw job.
Screw job.
You know about that one?
Ooh, yes, absolutely. The Black Widow.
And Madison Square Garden.
Let's ask Grandbat to take us back to that moment. What happened? The original screw job.
Well, there was a disagreement in the offices. Yeah.
Stop trying to
And
imitate Chris
huh?
Voss. Be yourself, Grandbat.
I'm being myself. Disagreements
You're
in the
a Chris
back.
Voss,
Oh
you're an
God. Yeah, well, you know. But no, they disagreed, and wow, same thing happened in Montreal. It happened first at Madison Square Garden, circa
Facts.
1985.
And what happened?
And man, went out there, and she was told, "Hey, you're gonna go over." And Moolah, her rough house expertise, it was a shoot.
But she didn't go as a Fabulous Moolah. She had a mask.
Oh,
Remember?
that's right.
Yeah.
The,
Spider?
Black-
Spider Lady, Spider Woman.
Spider. It was a Spider Lady or Black Widow?
Oh, was it Black Widow?
We're not talking about Marvel. We're talking about WWE.
Okay.
Focus, Woods. Focus.
Is that
Okay.
Black Widow? Is African American Widow?
Yes.
Oh,
Cancel
there you go.
now.
Yeah, I don't want to get canceled. Which
But that is what happened. That was the original screw job. Did not first happen in Montreal. As
Yep.
you know, Mr. Woods.
Did you know about that?
no, 100% I did.
I mean, yes or no? I mean,
Yes.
Yes, I don't, or yes.
Yes. Yes.
That's the
Yeah.
original screw job that Vince
Yes.
McMahon. Vince McMahon orchestrated that, right?
Like he was a conductor?
Vince McMahon and
Because every orchestra has to have a good conductor. Was he the
Oh,
conductor
very true.
of,
we're not
of
talking
the screw
about
job?
electricity right now.
When
we're, not,
did you
Okay.
we're
guys?
not talking about electricity. We're talking about wrestling.
When did you
Oh.
guys find out? How old were you when you found out that the WWF really wasn't in charge and run by Jack Tunney?
What the hell? I still have his membership.
I think it was like 96.
Actually, you know what? It was when he became on-air personality when Brett spit in his face.
Yes.
Why are you spinning his face?
That was like a Monday Night Raw or something.
Yeah, Bret Hart was getting mad because he was getting screwed over. And
Yeah.
Complaining to Vince McMahon.
He spit in
goes,
Tunney's-
"You're the owner. You fucked up."
Oh.
Vince McMahon's face.
Okay. But wait, Tunney left in like '95, so didn't you like? Hey, where's Jack Tunney?
Gorilla Monsoon took
Oh, it's Gorilla.
I just assumed he died like Gorilla Monsoon.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
You know how he
Gorilla
died?
Monsoon. No.
Like this.
Hey, come on, man.
Hey, you know who
God.
died today? I want to say rest in peace.
Oh, the
great
great
John Madden.
Yeah.
John Madden.
John Madden died?
Yeah,
Damn,
he
Yeah,
died.
died
yeah.
today. 85
Shit.
years old.
Now I got to return all his games.
One of the great probably the best Raider coach of all time.
I
How-
got to return his game now. How about all the Madden games? Maybe I can get a refund.
85 years young.
So I got a refund. for the
Wow.
Madden.
No one's thinking stop it.
Then who's gonna get all the money from the video games?
Not him.
Oh,
Call his
ouch.
his bus bench lawyer and try to get something out of it.
So
There you go.
guys, ask us questions that you've been thinking about since us three, the Grand Bat, the Red Bat, and myself.
Oh, how influential has John Grabo been to the success of your career podcast?
Because I feel like John Grable
It's asking you,
was a question.
Black Bat. How inspirational was John Grabo to the success of this Vatos Locos podcast?
Well, John Grable.
He's a guy or something, I think. Yeah.
He's the guy that that controls the puppets on Sesame Street, which we thought.
Charlie McCarthy was the guy. Yeah.
We thought John Grable controlled the puppets on Sesame Street.
Charlie McCarthy.
So we thought that our world was controlled by a puppet master.
Right. And
after
look at the
all-
mask. Look at him.
Yes. After all these years of masturbation,
Masturbation or masturbation?
Masturbation.
Master, not mask.
I found out that's not John Grable.
Let me see. Masturbation. It doesn't work the same. Wait a minute.
What is
Special guest. Hey, this is a regular on Los Vatos Locos. It's Anita Fa. Hi, Anita Fa. Hi, Anita Fa.
She's speechless
Hi,
right now.
Anita Fa. Hold on a minute. Hey, how are you? Hey, you're live on According to Woods.
Oh, awesome! Hold on a second. Let me have the black bat change his hands.
This has to be a first for According to Woods.
Yes, it is a first.
Hey, Anita,
Let
how
her
you
talk.
doing?
Let her talk.
Oh, jeez. Who said that?
Oh,
Hi.
Woods, how you doing? I'm doing this all by myself. Nobody's helping me talk. Nobody. Not this smack. Oh, I'm doing this all by myself.
Hey,
I'm
Anita,
a real
hey,
person.
man, calm down. Calm down. Calm
Yeah,
down.
calm down.
Hey,
Just
take a...
call me for that BJ.
I think Mr. Woods having a seizure.
You want little seizure?
she looks like one of those like she's playing hacky sack out of college or something.
A what? A what? Wait,
She looks like she's playing hacky sack at a Grateful Dead concert.
Yeah, this girl gets around. Let me tell you, Anita. Hey, I'm sorry. Listen,
She is our street person. We saved her from the streets. We pulled her from a tent, and she's 2 days drug free.
she's recovering.
Yeah, they pulled me from my tent, and I pulled him from there. Hey, careful.
We're weaning her down with the coke.
Well,
Moolah,
Anita,
you know?
hey, Anita, how was your Christmas?
It was good. I had tamales.
What happened to your mouth?
I had tamales.
Oh,
just
there
like,
it goes.
I had tamales just like Mexicans. You know why?
Why?
Because tamales, that's the only thing Mexicans get to unwrap.
Oh my God.
What?
Anita, please.
wow. Oh, and Matthew says the best part is you can drop her off anywhere.
Are you married? Are you
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
How much you pay her a month?
How much? What?
You pay her a month to be your husband.
Actually, she pays me.
Oh, you gotta give her a refund.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I've been telling her that. I've been telling her that since the day we met. Bye. Where you
Bye,
going?
Anita. Bye. Bye, Anita. Bye. Okay.
I have nothing to do with that.
No, not at all.
God, crap.
And Haagen-Dazs says, "Is it
Hold on,
true
let me get
both
cooked out.
refs, Moolah and Ramirez can't count to three?"
Oh, is it true that both refs, Malikian and Danny Ramirez, can't count to three?
Oh no, you'll need to ask them if you ever see them. Oh, but what I heard, here's what I heard from
I heard he
Malikian.
can't count to three. He counts to tres.
No, I heard. That's what I saw. Seriously, we had backstage passes. The
1, 2, 3 in Spanish.
Grand Band and I, we had backstage passes at the XPW in Rebirth in New York.
Rochester.
Yes, and we saw Danny Montesu Ramirez, that scumbag. He offered the wrestlers, hey, it's 1, 2, and whoever pays the most.
Oh!
Wow.
He still owes me $20 fucking.
I don't trust that guy.
Which, by the way, I mean, Brad Bat, what was that experience like at XPW Rebirth?
Oh my gosh! I mean, flying across country, getting those backstage passes, myself and the Black Bat, and seeing all the stars of XPW, of past, present, and future. And man, who would have thought that XPW would be back 18 years later? And hey, you know what? It's in the works right now. We're gonna all get to see them because they're gonna be coming back to Southern California. Apparently, I guess more information coming about that soon. Man, I can't wait.
Yeah, because you know the problem was that when we went there, we asked Danny Montesu for directions, and he pointed where the venue was. We walked around him. He's so fat that when we walked around him, we got lost.
Ooh, jeez.
Hey, you know what, Adam Woods? I got to thank you. This was an interview for the Red Bat. Myself, the Black Bat. This has been great, right?
Yes, it has been.
I mean,
and where can people find?
Man, I don't want to step on your toes. You got to promote the
Or
Red Bat.
Do bats have toes?
Thank you, Red Bat. I'll see you at the next Los Patos Locos podcast. And when you go and get it with the Peruvian powerhouse, good luck.
I don't mention that guy. I hate that guy. When I see him,
Wow. And I guess where can anybody find you guys on social media?
You can find us on YouTube at the Red Bat, youtube.com.
Yes, I just subscribed like literally right now. It's on an open tab. And Haagen-Dazs says, Grand Bat, thoughts on the legendary Glitzy Greg of SCCW fame?
Oh, the Grand Bat just left. Grand Bat, we got a question for you. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
All right. Thoughts on the legendary Glitzy Greg of SCCW fame?
Well, Glitzy Greg, all you could say is he was the flower of professional wrestling. What more can you say?
Whoa. There you go.
Thank you very much, according to.
All right, thank you, Grand Matt. But
Now we can start the podcast.
now we can start. My goodness. That's a whole lot of coked out, I don't know, dropped out of a bat cave and what have you. But Red Bat, what is your favorite match of all time?
My favorite match of all time. I'm a little biased. My favorite match of all time was Sting and Lex Luger versus the Steiner brothers on Super Brawl 1. I think it's like 91.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, that's the first time I saw Sting wrestle on TV. What happened was I used to order the pay-per-views, and WWF was advertising Hot Ticket at the time, and so we ordered Hot Ticket. All me and my friends were there. I was in elementary, so I was 9, and we all sat down and we were getting ready to watch the pay-per-view. And then WCW came on, and all I knew about WCW was on the Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazines, and I saw Sting on there, Ric Flair. I knew they were somebody. I didn't know who they were. Like, I didn't really know them, but I knew they were wrestlers, and I thought, oh, that's just somewhere on another part of the U.S. that I'm never gonna see. And then we got this. I was upset at first, like, oh my, we didn't order this. We wanted Hot Ticket, and then. So I called the cable company and complained, and they're like, no, we can't do nothing about it. That's the pay-per-view that's on today. So we watched it, and yeah, Sting and Luger versus the Steiner brothers blew me away. Like, there was a whole nother world out there.
Yeah.
Equally good wrestlers as the WWF that I didn't know about, and it blew my mind to see them wrestle. To see Ric Flair, he wrestled Tatsumi Fujinami that night.
Yeah.
And there was like 45 minutes of both of them getting chopped and brutal, and that was the introduction of Oz. Kevin Nash was Oz, and I was in awe because I believe wrestling was real. So I saw this giant monster, and I was like, "Oh my God, this guy is gonna run through everybody." Just like when we first saw the Undertaker, right?
Yeah. That's scary.
Sting and Luger versus Steiner, that match like blew it up for me.
You know, actually, the first time that I saw any non WWF, TV or anything or wrestling promotion was actually Sting versus this guy, managed by managed by Gary Hart, and I was like, oh,
American Bash or
no, you know what? It was actually on. I don't know if it was on Saturday night or one of the wraparound shows, but it was definitely on free TV. It was on TBS because I was flicking around the. It could. You know what? It might have not been a Clash of Champions, but I want to. It could have been. It could have been. I don't know. That's where we need George Ramosa because George Ramosa is an encyclopedia of wrestling knowledge. Not like Chris Kloss though. And I'm just bringing.
He knows a lot, but I think he stops at a certain time.
Wow. Okay. So you basically said that Chris Kloss is essentially the Eugene of wrestling knowledge.
Who said that?
No one.
Oh, okay.
No one.
Yeah. Well, Chris Kloss, he knows the old school wrestling.
Yes.
The newer stuff, I don't think he cares for.
Oh, as a fellow WCW fan, do you prefer the WC spelling of Rick Rude, RICKRUDE, or the WWF Rick Rude?
Oh,
is it the spelling or the presentation?
I didn't know that they spelled his name differently. But
yeah, it looks the same.
Rude, right?
Yeah, he's not Bobby.
I actually liked him more in WCW because they, not for the name, but because they put him on a higher pedestal in WCW.
I agree.
Versus WWF. WWF, he was a big name, but he was always battling for the IC title. Then he finally had the world title shot. He was gone. And then in WCW, he came in at the top right away.
Yeah.
He beat Sting, and then I was like, oh my God, he beat him. And that's what I liked about WCW. Sting wasn't invincible. He would lose to everybody, just like Ric Flair would lose to
Right.
everybody and come back, get it back, you know. And they made Ron Simmons the first African American heavyweight champion.
Yes.
I believe Ron Simmons.
Yeah.
I like that they separated Doom. I thought they should have stayed together for a little bit more and be a dominant tag
But
team.
But wasn't something happening with Butch Reed though? Like at the same time, didn't he go to the WWF? Like he was
Yeah, probably.
no. Butch Reed was in the WWF in '88, so this is I think pre-Doom, wasn't it?
No, well, they separated in like '91.
Yeah, '91.
They had
So Butch Reed was in WWF, I think 80, 87, 88, so pre-Doom.
Yeah.
Man, it's kind of crazy to think about. Like I thought Butch Reed and Hacksaw Jim Duggan were just going to be around forever. You know, anybody who had a wrestling promotion or an indie or what have you, like you just saw those guys like as perennial, mainstays. And
Yes, sir.
they'd pop up. Some Mr. Hughes is another one.
Right.
WCW, WWF, ECW, he just pop up any damn where.
Yeah, he would pop up. And it's Mr. Hughes, like you already knew who he was.
Yeah.
Manager, like bruiser kind of guy.
Yeah. I can't even.
Some recent WCW pay-per-views with like they would have the Battle Bowl and he would
Yeah.
come in and I was like, wow, he was actually very agile and he was actually pretty good. Yeah.
Which and Haagen-Dazs giving us a little bit of context saying presentation and the push of Rick Rude. That's what he's saying. But even still, it's still the same, right? You prefer the WCW version of Rick
I
Rude.
like the WCW version of Rick Rude.
I like it.
It was a similar version. He was more mean in WCW too, I think. Like,
Yeah.
He was still mean in WWF. He was pretty savage with the pants thing with Jake Roberts' wife. That was
Yeah.
But in WCW, you could tell like he was tougher. He was like meaner. He was on the top of the food chain at that point.
Yeah, the tippy top, which George Moses says, I can barely hear the red bat. What? Say what?
Oh, how about now? Is this better?
I can hear you fine, but then I also have my volume up to the max, so there you go. I can hear you fine, so you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
George Ramos is a hater. He should be here. He should be
Ooh.
here right now over here.
Ooh, George Ramos is saying it's the same.
Oh,
Oh.
it's the same.
Oh.
Let me see.
Dang, JBL sound speaker.
Yeah, this is a JBL speaker.
Wait, JBL? That guy? No wonder that guy doesn't like the minorities.
Yeah. Sponsored by JBL.
Yeah. He doesn't like the minorities, but he lives in Bermuda.
Yeah.
And why are you using a JBL to do an interview? Says George Ramosa.
Something wrong with the iPhone speaker. We couldn't hear it that good. But
Yeah.
You know what? Let me try something. Since these guys have stepped aside, let me see if this will work. I'll put this in my ear.
George Ramosa said, that's what's fucking up the audio is JBL.
Can you hear me better now, George? Is that better? Hello? Uh-oh. Now I lost the sound. Yes. Let me try the other one.
Uh-oh.
All right. Hello? All right, there you go.
I can't hear Adam Woods. I can hear. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah. So,
all right.
I
can hear George Hermosa now. I can hear him hating, and he needs to be here at the Batos Locos podcast, helping us out with the stats. The statistics.
Yes, I agreed. And okay, I can hear you guys now. So there you go.
All right, there we go.
Best big man in pro wrestling. in your opinion?
Best big man in my opinion. I liked. I would have to say Vader was my favorite big man in
Okay.
pro wrestling because he did the moonsault. Bam Bam Bigelow did it too. Bam Bam Bigelow also did the cartwheel. But Vader was at the top at one point. He was scary. Like when he came out with the big thing on top, the Mastodon suit.
Yeah.
And he was just beating people up. And his match against Ric Flair, and he was just like bruising them. And I just felt Vader was like this dominant monster until he went to the WWF, and I think they misused him back
I
in
agree.
the mid '90s. Yeah.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I don't like Shawn Michaels. There's many
Yeah.
reasons why I don't like Shawn Michaels, but the screwing of Vader and the nullifying the Vader push. What was that where he kicked fucking Vader in the head coming off the
Yes.
top?
Yeah. He kicked him in the head. Yeah.
Shawn Michaels is an asshole. Just saying.
Yeah. I hated him too. Growing up, I hated him, and until I got older, and then I started liking him. I guess once the end of DX or towards the end of the Attitude Era, I started liking him.
I
You still hate him?
and it's weird. George Ramos is saying send the StreamYard link, and with the powers of the internet.
Oh, who's that guy?
They call this the run-in.
The run-in.
The run-in.
Is that George Hermosa? Where are you? You should be here.
Have you guys had the KFC yet?
Not yet. We've been waiting for you.
Oh, don't wait I told you not to wait for me.
What KFC?
That means Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Right. Am I supposed to know?
Well, no. Well, because I told him I was going to be on the Adam Woods podcast, and the Grand Bat, he's like, "Oh, I'm going to get KFC."
Oh, he's on his way right now?
No, they're here. They were. Did you watch the Grand Bat?
So when are you guys going to get KFC?
It's here already.
So why don't you guys eat?
Well, I'm not going to eat on the podcast.
Why not?
I'll eat after. That'd be rude.
You take dumps on the podcast.
Hey. Right there. Hey.
Why is the Red Bat wearing a New York Giants jacket?
Because I am a fan of the New York Giants since I was 8 years old.
Oh, I thought you were a big fan of Andre the Giant, so that's why you adapted the New York Giant.
Fan. He would have been my sixth. He would have been my sixth best person.
Wait, wasn't Art?
Huh? What'd you say? Art Donovan, the greatest commentator of all time.
Yeah, he was awesome, except for that guy that was like Ryan Duncan or whatever the fuck of who's the first announcer of Monday Night Raw?
That's a Chris Kloss question, but he's not around, unfortunately.
Red Bat.
I got lost.
Lost where? Well, we're looking deeply into the Red Bat's eyes.
Look at all those toys back there. That's amazing.
He's got an impeccable collection. George
Did you guys talk about his toys yet?
No, we didn't.
Or does he? Oh, is that the Castle of Grayskull?
Red Bat?
Almost.
Oh wow! It turns out that this George Hermosa podcast is just going to infiltrate, and now it's becoming the George Hermosa episode of According to Woods. Love it. Can't hear you.
Is this a threesome again? I mean,
bad.
Three-way?
I thought I was going to be able to
Uh-oh.
take over. We're taking over. Hostile Takeover, NWO, 1996. New World Order. I can't hear According to Woods. Can you, the Red Bat? I've always wondered, is it Red Bat or the Red Bat?
Uh-oh. It's not. I'll be back. Hold on. I'm having issues. Hello?
Oh, look at that. It's just us two now. That's great. That's awesome. Wow.
I can barely hear you.
I've been to some of your shows, and you're pretty good. You had a great match with Charming Biagio Crescenzo, whatever his name is.
It's going slow. Hold on, I'll be back.
Oh, look, it's me again. Now it's just us two. So let me get this straight. I'm sitting here watching the podcast, and you're like, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give a ticket. And your last thing is, unfortunately, the last show I went to was the WWE SmackDown show. Is that really what you said? I can't hear you. I mean,
It's slow now. I think you guys are playing a trick on me.
I can't even hear Adam Woods, but he said, and I quote, unfortunately, the last show I went to was WWE SmackDown.
You guys sound slow. Did you guys lace my Coke with something? Did you guys lace
can't
my
hear you.
Coke with fentanyl? What's going on over here? The audio's low.
I don't know.
I can hear you now. I can hear you.
It was the last WWE event at the Staples Center.
It
So,
sounds like
I'll be back again.
you were
I'll be
upset.
back again.
You were upset that it was a WWE show.
no, it was because it was the last one at
Nope. And you're like,
What?
oh, and I didn't have a good time because Roman Reigns, he wasn't even there.
I didn't say that. What I said was
You were complaining
wasn't-
about it because of
no,
Roman Reigns, and he wasn't
no,
even at the show.
No. What I said was before El Grand Bat interjected was the fact that it was a happy show and a happy experience because Roman Reigns wasn't there.
No, we have it on video. We're gonna play it back later on the road, and I'm gonna play it for a complete
Okay.
stranger, and I'm
Okay.
gonna ask them what their interpretation is. That
Is-
that you were unhappy that your last show was a WWE show, which I
Because it was at
provided a free ticket to.
because
a
it
free
was.
ticket, and
You
two,
sound like
you were
Hannibal.
upset. I'm sorry.
You sound like Hannibal Nicholson.
I don't know who that is. And two, you were complaining because Roman Reigns is on SmackDown and he wasn't even there at the show.
No, I was glad that he
Usos
wasn't
were.
there.
Did Roman ever kayfabe you? No, but you know who did? The Usos did.
Yeah,
George tried to
One of
hijack
them.
the show.
One of the Usos kayfabed you.
one of them. The other one is pretty cool. Absolutely
So you like the Uso, but not the Usos.
true. Facts. Which I might not know which one is which. It's still at that stage of the game, so I'm just saying. And Eric Malikian says he was at the Great Western Forum in April '92, where Sting and Rick Rude with Paul E. Dangerously headlined a steel cage match with a WCW house show. 100% Rick Rude.
Very underrated. The WCW Rick Rude theme song.
I've not heard such a thing.
So you should ask Chris Kloss to sing the WCW theme song. Although it's very sad and unfortunate that the WWF Rick Rude theme song has been edited out from Peacock. They put in this generic, crappy version of it.
It was because of what is it, Jim Johnson, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, because there's a lot of his other songs that are on there.
I think they pick and choose.
That's just weird.
Yeah,
I agree with that because there's like 4 songs from my Apple Music that I paid for that I bought that are out of my Apple lineup. My
That's
music
crazy.
lineup on my phone.
You know what a great theme song was from the 80s?
Demolition, the Rougeau Brothers, and the Hulk Hogan song are gone from my
The Rougeau Brothers.
anthology album.
that's a good. That's
The
a
All
Rougeau
American
Brothers
Boys.
had like the
All
best
American Boys.
intro.
Mhm.
That was a great. The intro was great.
It's kind of an obscure. Does anybody have a favorite Impact
My favorite what?
Wrestling theme?
Oh no, not me.
Go for it, George.
There's only one right answer for Impact Wrestling,
Okay.
and that's the beautiful people.
No, wrong. Beer money.
No, no.
Dude, okay, here's the thing. If you had somebody that wasn't into wrestling at all and explain beer money, right? you could just sit him down, listen to the theme song. He's from the city, he's from the country, right? And the back roads and the blacktop collide. Like that is the greatest single-handed contribution that not even Dixie Carter, but Serge Salinas, Dixie's husband, ever contributed to the wrestling business. Is the Beer Money theme song.
And the Beautiful People.
Okay.
AJ Styles had a good one too. And speaking of Serge Salinas, I thought the Aces and Eight had a great theme song, but like when they added lyrics to it, and they only used it for like a week or two, and then afterwards they went back to the no lyrics version of the Aces and Eight theme song. But yeah, I feel like I'm taking over the Red Bats podcast. You know what, Red Bat?
It's all right. That's
Maybe
what
I'll
you do,
see-
George.
maybe I'll
That's what
see
you
in a
do.
bit.
You're like my friends, the Black Bat and the Grand Bat. They get here, they want to take over. You know.
Where are they?
And
Where are they?
they went to go eat their KFC because it was getting cold.
Oh, they're eating their KFC?
Yeah.
How come you're not eating the KFC?
Because I'm on the podcast.
Go have them fill in for you.
Yeah. Well, Blue Mouse says, Red Bat, my old arch enemy. I'll see you in the ring, old foe. And Blue Mouse also says, best theme ever is Drew McIntyre's original one, where he was the chosen one. Hell yes. So there you go. I think
Blue
Red Bat.
Mouse.
Yes. Blue Mouse.
I think he hates me. I don't hate him. I think he's jealous of the Red Bat. I'm his old arch enemy. I will see him in the ring again if he chooses to.
Ooh.
For the 1, 2, 3.
Uno, dos, tres. I like it.
That Blue Mouse.
So, George Hermosa, where can they find you on the socials?
Oh wow, you're kicking me out already.
No, he needs to eat chicken.
Wow, that's racist. You can find me at G Hermosa, GHERMOZA. By the way, I tweeted it, I Facebooked it. The next best thing, if you see it, you know where it came from. Blindfolded Connect 4. You're welcome.
I saw it on Facebook. I chose not to answer. I'm going to tell you in person because you're supposed to be here.
And LOL, I'm playing That's Why I Call Myself Blue Mouse, which is the opposite of Red Bat. Says Blue Mouse.
Okay.
Look at that. Right. Now, Red Bat, where can they find you, good sir, on social media?
They can find me at Red Bat on Facebook and also Chalos Nalgas on Instagram. And on YouTube is the Red Bat. The Red Bat on YouTube. You're probably going to see a bunch of Red Bats. So put Red Bat Pro Wrestler. You'll see me on YouTube. Hello?
Have you along with the conspirators, El Red Bat and Black Bat. And thank you guys for being here at According to Woods. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like, share, subscribe to the According to Woods podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
I got one question for you. When did it all start for Mr. Adam Woods?
I'm not sure of the month, but definitely it was the Saturday night's main event. It went like
Yeah, for sure. Hold on. Sorry, the audio just cut out. Sorry. Sorry, my audio's out. I'm so sorry.
Hey, this is Zeta Zhang. Make sure